You had so much coming together. It was up, it was down. It was a 1-point game, a 3-point game, a 2-point game, a tie game. And you know what? The team that I think that was supposed to win ended up winning this game. 24 points for Leonard, 22 points for Marco. I mean, they combined for 46 points. If that's not LeBron James and Dwayne Wade, I don't know what is.
That's the Heat stats right there. And we're about to get the game stats real quick.
Yep, the game stats are on their way, being printed out right now as Dave's going to walk them over to us right now and jog them over to us to try to wrap this up very shortly.
It was a good game.
Heck of a job by Joe Rapper and the engineer for this game in the studio. Dealing with the technical difficulties wasn't easy, but he pulled through, helped us out with this broadcast for tonight. So, Sam, we have the stats right here. Let's take a look at, as we just mentioned, for the Hunter College winners of tonight's ball game. Bedonza hitting that big three that put them up by 4 on the right side of our court over here. How huge was that shot?
That was the closing. That was the main point of the second half, and that shot made the Hunter College, end up winning the game.
12 points for her on the night, the third leading scorer. The number 1 leading scorer is Nicole Leonard, who had 24. And then Kristen Marco, who we saw all night scoring and getting to the line. She was at the free throw line 8 times, Sammy. She made 7 of those shots, only missed 1. We're going to cover also the Staten Island CSI women Dolphins, who had a total point score. Leading the way was Megan Meyer, and you know what? Most of those points were in the first half. I mean, 18 points.
18 points.
That might have been just the first half alone. I don't think she scored in the second half at all.
She scored about 6 points.
And when we're talking about second leading scorers on this team, Melanie Johnson with 17, and then rounding it out was Nikki Fabosi. But the CSI Dolphins were basically trailing this entire game, but it remained exciting. They came back. It was close at the end. They had a shot to win, and they just didn't get off a clean look. If you take away something from this game, Sammy, the 10-12 team of the Hunter College women now moving to 11-12, and the CSI women now moving from 13-1 to 13-2. How big of a loss is this for them?
This is a big loss because they are the number 1 ranked team for a reason. They had some really good games. Main reason they kept missing on opportunities. Like I said earlier at the beginning of the game, that's going to hurt them later on during the game. Missing free open shots, missing free points at the shooting point line, and that really hurt them at the end of the game.
Absolutely. Well, we're going to wrap it up right here from the CSI Dolphin Tank for the CSI women's game. Again, your final score was 79-76. The Hunter Hawks over the CSI Dolphins in a close finish. The last shot by Megan Meyer did not work out as they lost this game, and they now go to 13-2 on the season for the CUNYAC standings, but they still will be clinching that first place seed. This is Shane DiMaio for Sammy Love here at the coverage tonight, and thank you, Joe Rappa, for engineering this game for us. That is all for tonight. We will catch you guys on Thursday for another game for CSI basketball. Once again, Shane DiMaio for Sammy Love. There he is, CSI, WSI Staten Island, 88.9 FM. Thank you, and good night.